one way you can accidentally create too much narrative distance between your character and your reader, and that is simply setting the scene a little too much without really grounding your character in it. And that is where you get so kind of carried away describing this, describing... Can't talk today. You'll be glad to know I edit a lot more clearly than I talk. I've always been a stumbler over words when I'm speaking my entire life. Anyway, not the point. There we go. You get carried away. You're describing the sun's shining and the leaves are turning and there's starting to be some frost under her feet and there's a dog barking and there's a kid chancing their arm with a late season lemonade stand. And before you know it, you're starting to kind of laundry list things about the scene. And that can create distance because rather than being there with the character, it can create the effect that it feels to the reader like you're just kind of giving them like a nice little speech about all the sort of pretty things that are around, or, or creepy things or whatever it might be. So this is really one to watch out for. I always say to my authors, pick one or two scene setting details that seem most important. The things that your viewpoint character is most likely to notice, that's a good way to think of it. What are they most likely to notice in this moment? If it's kind of equally weighted, you can just pick your favourites. There's nothing wrong with saying, well, I like that one. They'd notice that one. I like that one. That's totally fine. What are they most likely to notice? And also, how can you actually tie it into the action? If they notice something, why do they notice it? Don't let your character be a distant observer. Does it remind them of something? Does it evoke a memory? Does it create a worry in them, something they're concerned about? Maybe instead of seeing the kid with a lemonade stand, maybe the kid's, their neighbour's kid that they love hanging out with and they used to enjoy teaching the kids maths when nobody else could help them learn maths. So they run up and give them the lemonade, and maybe there's a little joke about how they know how much to charge them because they taught them maths. That's just a really random example, but I hope you get the idea. Don't overset your scene. Pick the details that would matter most or be most noticeable to your viewpoint character and ground those details in what your viewpoint character is doing. You will have much stronger scenes that draw the reader in a lot more. So I hope you found that helpful.